Game 4 here from Evansville. A great game we are about to see this evening. Racers look good. They are up 3-0. Can they move on to win this game? Hawks looking to looking to force a game 5. Centerton, Evansville coming up next. From the home of the Evansville Huskies, we welcome you to the Nova Rain Center. It's the Centerton Racers and the Evansville Hawks. Earlier this afternoon, we saw the Solar Flares win and force a Game 5. Now the starting 5 for both teams, starting with, the Racers. They have Cooper Dunbar, Nash Sigmund, Landon Lampley, Levi Welty, and Jonathan Stevenson. And for the Hawks, they have Gavin Wolfley, Micah Moeller, Trenton Wolfley, Rohan Pearson, and Trey Harper. We are underway here from Evansville. Dunbar has the ball first for the Racers. Dunbar gives it to Sigmund. Here is Nash Sigmund with it. Sigmund looks, goes up for 2. He will miss. Wolfley with the rebound. Wolfley back to Harper. Harper, there's Moeller. Micah Moeller for 2. That honestly looked like a 3. Now here's Dunbar. Dunbar has the ball. Pass to Sigmund. Sigmund back to Dunbar. Dunbar looks. Cooper Dunbar for 3. Racers up by 1. Now here's Wolfley. Wolfley has it. Pass to Harper. Trey Harper with it. Looks back to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley misses a 3. Sigmund with the rebound. Here's Cooper Dunbar. Dunbar looks. Pass to Welty. Levi Welty with the slam. It's 5-2. Racers have the lead. Now here's Gavin Wolfley. Wolfley to Moeller. Micah Moeller has the ball. Looks passing Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley up for 2. He will miss. Welty rebound. Pass to Sigmund. Now here's Nash Sigmund. He goes up, keeps it himself. Looks back now to Dunbar. Dunbar has it. Cooper Dunbar for 2. Racers looking to win game number 4. Moeller to Wolfley. Here is Trenton Wolfley. Wolfley to Moeller, now to Pearson, back to Moeller. Moeller to Wolfley, Gavin Wolfley misses the 3. Welty back to Sigmund. Sigmund to Dunbar. Here is Cooper Dunbar. Cooper Dunbar misses the 3. Pearson with the rebound. Pearson back to Wolfley. Here's Gavin Wolfley. Now it's Rohan Pearson. Micah Moeller misses the 3. Here is Stevenson back to Lampley. Landon Lampley there. Has it. Pass back to Welty. Sigmund, now it's Welty. Back to Dunbar. Cooper Dunbar misses the 3 again. Here's Trenton Wolfley. Pass to Pearson. Pearson has it. Pass to Wolfley again. Now it's Gavin Wolfley. Wolfley goes up and he puts it in for 2. 3-point game. Carter Crum looks like he's going to come out into the game. Here's Dunbar. Dunbar has it. Looks. He will go up and he will miss the easy 2. Wolfley to Harper. Now here's Pearson back to Moeller. Moeller has it. Pass to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley with the ball. Back to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley for 2. Stevenson gives it to Dunbar. Dunbar with the ball. Timeout, Centerton.
Timeout.
And we welcome you back here to Evansville. Take a look at the league leaders' rebounds per game this season. Shelsky leads it over Lampley. Trey Shelsky for the roundabouts have been great. Now, live once again from the Nova Rain Center, Singman will lose the three-pointer. Here is Pearson for the pass from Manette, and the Hawks have the lead. The Racers have missed too many shots now. Now they are down by one. Here's Carter Crum. Pass to Sigmund. Sigmund to Stevenson. Jonathan Stevenson for two. Stevenson can flat out shoot it. Now it's Gavin Wolfley. Wolfley. Pass to Gardner. Grady Gardner has the ball. Gardner looks. Pass to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley there. It's a violation. Offensive 3-second violation into the game now for the Racers. Grant Irwin. Lampley gives it to Crum. How about Grant Irwin getting some playing time? Crum has the ball. Looks back to Welty. Welty back to Lampley. Back to Gordon. Jackson Gordon will miss the three. Dalton with the rebound. Now it's Jetta Manette. This Racers team can easily go after Carmel. Now, Dalton back to Pearson. Pearson back to Manette. Jetta Manette with the ball. Manette back to Dalton. Drew Dalton will miss the two. Gordon with the rebound. Gordon pass to Crum. Carter Crum with the ball. Crum back to Gordon. Jackson Gordon. Jackson Gordon for three. Nice three-pointer by Gordon. Now here's Jetta Manette. Manette has it, keeps it himself for two. Nice shot by Manette. Now here's Carter Crum. Crum has the ball. Here's Crum. He looks, pass to Welty. Levi Welty has it. Looks, keeps it himself for two, and he will miss. 2-point game after the first quarter. The Racers up by two here from the Nova Rain Center. And we welcome you back here to the Nova Rain Center here in this game. Moeller has ball for the Hawks. Micah Moeller looks back to Manette. Jetta Manette has the ball. Manette looks back to Gardner. Grady Gardner for three. Now here is Carter Crum. He's out there with Jackson Gordon. Then it's the Irwin twins. And, of course, Levi Welty. Grant Irwin has the ball. Back to Gordon. Jackson Gordon for two. Here's Jetta Manette. Manette has the ball. Gordon covering now, and here's Moeller. Micah Moeller misses the three. Grant Irwin rebound. Now here's Jackson Gordon. Back to Crum. Carter Crum with it. Back to Gordon. Gordon to Garrett Irwin. Back to Gordon. Jackson Gordon for three. He can flat out shoot those threes. Another three-point rainmaker, Cooper Dunbar. Looks like that he's coming into the game now. Moore has the ball. Now, he looks strong. Pass to Gardner. Gardner has the ball now. Back to Baker. Davis Baker with it. Back to Moeller. Here's Micah Moeller. Looks. And he drains the two-pointer. Welty back to Crum. It's Carter Crum who has the ball. Timeout, Centerton. The CSKN NBA playoffs are presented by the Thundercats. Watch and listen now live on YouTube and Spotify. Their latest guest is Patrick Shanley from Lafayette Jefferson High School in Indiana. And we welcome you back here to Evansville. The Hawks are the Hawks are down by 2, but it is a close one though. The Hawks losing in this one. Trenton Wolfley is into the game. Here is Irwin. Grant Irwin gives it back to Weldy. Levi Weldy has it back to Dunbar, back to Gordon. Jackson Gordon misses the 3. Pearson with the rebound. Here's Pearson, pass to Wolfley. Wolfley to Pearson. Back to Moeller. Micah Moeller misses the 3. Weldy rebound. Now it's Landon Lampley. Lampley has the ball. Pass to Gordon. Jackson Gordon for 3. He is draining those 3-pointers here tonight. Here is Wolfley. Wolfley now. Here is Moeller. Micah Moeller back to Gardner. Gardner to Minette. Minette to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley for 3. Lampley gives it to Dunbar. 2-point lead for the Racers. Now it's Weldy with it. Weldy to Dunbar. Back to Lampley. Now it's Dunbar. Dunbar to Gordon. Jackson Gordon misses the 3. Gardner with the rebound. Gardner stolen by Weldy. Here's Dunbar. Pass to Gordon. Jackson Gordon will miss the 3. Wolfley with the rebound. Big pass back to Pearson. Pearson to Gardner. Gardner has it. Back to Moeller. A 3 to take the lead, and 2 to tie it. Moeller to Gardner. Gardner for the lead. The Hawks take the lead here in Evansville. Here is Cooper Dunbar. Dunbar has the ball. Covered by Trenton Wolfley. Dunbar back to Gordon. Jackson Gordon is a machine for a 3-pointer. Gardner back to Wolfley. Racers back up by 2. Timeout, Evansville. We welcome you back here to Evansville. The Hawks are down by 2. Take a look at the league leaders' field goal percentage in the playoffs. 80% field goal percentage for Jonathan Stevenson. He has been great all playoff long. Now, trying to be really good here. Now, here we go. Here is Wolfley. Back to Gavin Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley for 2. He drains it. Stevenson back to Dunbar. Dunbar has the ball. Dunbar to Stevenson. Stevenson goes in and slams it in. Racers up by 2 again. Now it's Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley has the ball. Back to Wolfley. Now it's Minette. Jetta Minette has it. Pass to Gardner. Gardner to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley misses the 3. Lampley rebound. Landon Lampley with it. Pass to Polston. Bo Polston. Back to Stevenson. Stevenson has it. Back to Lampley. Lampley to Polston now. Polston, hand off to Gordon. Jackson Gordon will miss the shot. Pearson, rebound. Now it's Minette with it. Jetta Minette has the ball. Pass to Gardner. Grady Gardner misses the three to take the lead. Now it's Stevenson. Back to Dunbar. Cooper Dunbar has the ball. Pass to Stevenson. Stevenson has it. Stevenson back to Gordon. Jackson Gordon misses the three. Here is Pearson. Back to Minette. Now it's Gardner. Puts it up for two. We are tied at 25. Polson to Dunbar. Time running out in the first half. Dunbar has the ball. Trying to get the quick lead. Gordon for three. And the Racers take the lead before halftime. Jackson Gordon hits another three. He is unstoppable from three-point range tonight. 28-25. The Racers have the lead. And we welcome you back to the Nova Rain halftime show. Well, it's been a great playoffs to this point and a great game to this point. Before we touch on the playoffs, let's take a look at this game. The Jackson Gordon having one heck of a night indeed. Many three-pointers tonight. And he just took the lead for the Racers here after the first half of play. Now, back to the playoffs. We have a Game 5 that will be going back to Orange Beach, Evansville, and Orange Beach. That will be going back to the Heat Dome for game number 5. This game is game number 4. Racers looking to pull out in front and win game number 4 and be the first team to clinch a spot in the conference finals. How about the Arrows as well? The Arrows look strong. They take on the Raiders. Jackson Gordon has 17 points tonight. And it's 28-25 after the halftime. And we welcome you back live from Evansville, the Nova Rain Center. We are for sure in for a treat. Taking a look at the highlights from the first half, Jackson Gordon is the man we should keep an eye on. He's been fantastic this game, and he looks to continue. Now, we are back live. Wolfley has the ball. Down by 3 are the Hawks. Here's Pearson. Pearson out there. Has the ball now. Pearson back to Wolfley. Here's Trenton Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley misses the 3. Gavin Wolfley rebound. Pearson misses the 2. Rebound by Weldy. Now Sigmund back to Stevenson. Stevenson to Sigmund again. Sigmund back to Dunbar. Dunbar to Weldy. Levi Weldy misses the 3. Wolfley rebound. Back to Moeller. Micah Moeller has the ball. Moeller back to Pearson. Pearson to Wolfley. Back to Pearson again. Pearson to Moeller. Micah Moeller to Pearson. Rohan Pearson. Tie game. Dunbar now has the ball. Pass to Lampley, who puts it in for 2. We know for a fact that Kenneth Lampley stayed behind to watch his brother play. Here's Micah Muller. Back to Pearson. Pearson looks. Back to Wolfley. Wolfley there. Gavin Wolfley goes up. Misses the two. Dunbar rebound. Now it's Sigmund. Back to Stevenson. Stevenson for two. Harper. Back to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley with it. Back to Muller. Micah Muller. Pass to Trenton Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley with it. Back to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley for three. It's a 1-point game. Sigmund now has the ball. He looks tough. Back to Dunbar. Dunbar looks. Back to Weldy. Weldy to Sigmund. Here's Nash. Sigmund. Sigmund for two. Gets knocked down. Now here's Gavin Wolfley with it. Wolfley has the ball. They're down by three. Now it's Trenton. Back to Pearson. Rohan Pearson with it. Pearson back to Muller. Micah Muller. Pass to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley misses the three. Stevenson back to Lane. Back to Sigmund. Now it's Dunbar. Dunbar looks. Pass to Weldy. Levi Weldy misses the three. Pearson rebound. Now it's Muller again. Micah Muller with it. Muller. Back to Harper. Trey Harper for two. Weldy back to Dunbar. Cooper Dunbar with the ball. He holds it. Back to Stevenson. Stevenson for two. Now Jonathan is starting to score. Here is Trenton Wolfley. Wolfley has it. Covered by Lanefley. Now here is Wolfley again. Wolfley back to Muller. Micah Muller with the ball. Micah Muller misses the three. Big rebound by Cooper Dunbar. Dunbar down the lane. Keeps it back to Sigmund. Nash Sigmund misses the three. Pearson rebound. Here's Muller. Micah Muller back to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley with it. Keeps it himself. Drives it in for two. Now back down to a 1-point game. Here's Dunbar. Dunbar has the ball. Timeout Centerton. And we welcome you back here to Evansville. It is a 1-point game. Now, here we go. Now, here is the Racers. They have the ball. Here is Gordon. Jackson Gordon has the ball. He's out there. How about Garrett Irwin as well? Jackson Gordon has the ball. Back to Weldy. Levi Weldy misses the two. But Stevenson rebound and slams it in. Puts them up by three. Now, here is Muller. Micah Muller with it. Backs him. Here's Muller keeping it himself. Muller looks. Minette now with it. Jetta, Minette. Pass to Gardner. Grady Gardner will miss the three. Gordon with the rebound. Now the pass to Stevenson, who will put it up for two. Now here's Muller. Back to Dalton. Drew Dalton with it. Dalton to Minette. Jetta Minette misses the three. Garrett Irwin with the rebound. Here's Irwin. Back to Stevenson. Now it's Crum. Carter Crum has the ball. He looks. Carter Crum misses the two. It's a 5-point game. That will do it for the third quarter. We will be back from the Nova Rain Center. And we welcome you back here, live now, here from the Nova Rain Center. Now, here is Jackson Gordon. Gordon has it. Now it's Dunbar. Cooper Dunbar misses the three. Caesar rebound. Now here's Pearson. Pearson backs Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley now has the ball. Looks back to Pearson. Pearson looks. Irwin covering, and he gets the rebound. Grant Irwin rebound. Now here's Jackson Gordon. Gordon with it. Pass to Dunbar again. Dunbar looks. Pass to Gordon. Polson. Now it's Irwin. Back to lane play. Now it's Gordon. Jackson Gordon misses the three again. Now here's Jetta Minette with it. For two, it's Rohan Pearson. Now it's Dunbar. He has the ball. Now Dunbar looks for two. He will miss. Pearson with the rebound. Now here's Jetta Minette. Minette goes up. Going up for two. He will make the shot into 1-point game. Jackson Gordon with the ball. Back to Irwin. Grant Irwin with the ball. Irwin back there to Dunbar. Cooper Dunbar is off his game tonight. He misses another three. Here is Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley going up for three. They will miss. Rebound by the Racers. Here's lane play. Lane play back to Dunbar. Dunbar to Gordon. Jackson Gordon will miss the three. You know what? The Racers are off their game here in the fourth quarter. Gardner to Minette. Minette back to Gardner. Gardner covered by lane play. Now here's Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley misses the two. Jackson Gordon rebound. Pass to Dunbar. Dunbar back to Gordon. Gordon to lane play. Lane play to Irwin. Dre Irwin gets fouled by Pearson, and he's at the line for two. Now at the line for two. Before that, we have a timeout by Centerton. It's a 1-point game for the Racers. The Racers have the lead by 1, and it's going to get tougher than that. At the line for two, though, it will be Grant Irwin. It will be interesting to see what he can do. Irwin, first free throw is made. Puts them up by 2. Grant Irwin. Second free throw is up, and it's good. Puts them up by 3. Harper gives it back to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley back to Pearson. Pearson to Moeller. Micah Moeller with the ball. Micah Moeller misses the 3 to tie it. Lane play. Back to Dunbar. Dunbar looks. Goes up for 2. Drains the 2-pointer. Now here's Gavin Wolfley. Now Wolfley to Harper. Back to Wolfley. Now it's Moeller. Quick passes by the Hawks. Wolfley goes up for 2. Hawks down by 3. Cooper Dunbar has the ball. Dunbar back down to Sigmund. Nash Sigmund there. Back to Irwin. Great Irwin misses the 2. Harper with the rebound. Back there to Pearson. Now it's Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley for 2. 1-point game again. Less than 2:05 remaining in the game. Timeout, Centerton. And we welcome you back here to Evansville. This is the home of the Huskies. The Huskies took one game over the Solar Flares, and the Solar Flares forced a Game 5 right here earlier this afternoon. Now the Hawks trying to force Game 5. They are down by 1 against the Racers. Here's lane play. Less than 2 minutes left. Dunbar to Weldy. Levi Weldy back to Dunbar. Dunbar to Weldy again. Here's Weldy. Passes Stevenson. Jonathan Stevenson back to Dunbar. Cooper Dunbar misses the 2. Rebound by Moeller. Now here's Micah Moeller. Quick pass there. 3-pointer. Gavin Wolfley. He has 18 points. Here's Dunbar with it. Dunbar has the ball. He is off his game tonight, and that is a fact. Dunbar has the ball now. He looks. Back to Weldy. Weldy has it back to Stevenson. Lampley, Levi Weldy misses the shot. It's Harper with the rebound. Now, here's the passes and the slam by Pearson. Here comes the Hawks. Now it's Dunbar. Cooper Dunbar has the ball. Dunbar has it. Keeps it himself. Pass to Weldy. Weldy for 2. 2-point game. Now here's Gavin Wolfley. Wolfley has the ball. Centerton still has enough time. Here's Wolfley. Wolfley holds the ball himself. Wolfley drives it in. He will score again. Now they have to be fast and furious. Here's Dunbar. Dunbar looks. Going up for 2. He will miss. Pearson will rebound. It's a foul by Dunbar. Here's Trey Harper. Harper has it. The pass in to Wolfley. Fouled by Dunbar. And it looks like we might have a Game 5 from Centerton. The Hawks have been clutch late in this one. Gavin Wolfley on the line for 2. Going up 5. Wolfley up by 5 now are the Racers. Wolfley now looking to go for another free throw. And the shot is good. Timeout, Centerton. 52-46. And we welcome you back here to Evansville, the home of the Hawks and the Huskies. The Evansville Hawks from the Nova Reign Center is making sure their fans have a treat. Here we go. Weldy for three, misses the three. Harper gets fouled by Stevenson. Sigmund misses the three. Centerton has been off their game for three in the second half. The second half has all been Evansville, especially the fourth quarter. Here we go. The Hawks trying to stay alive. Harper makes the free throw. Trey Harper makes the other free throw. Here we go. Dunbar has the ball. Dunbar back to Sigmund. Nash Sigmund with the ball. Sigmund for three. Drains the three. Here's Muller. Foul by Sigmund.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
It's a fourth foul for the entire team. Now, here we go. Micah Muller, first free throw is good. Muller, second free throw is up and it's good. Stevenson gives it to Dunbar. And folks, we will see you back in Centerton. Lampley misses the three, and the Racers do not advance yet. The Hawks stay alive. They win game 4 and are down by 2 in the series. They win 56-49 over the Racers. We will see you back for the Centerbrook Drive-In Court here in a couple days for game number 5. Gavin Wolfley is your player of the game. No question, he went off tonight for the Hawks.